Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you so much. I believe from the 2 episodes that we have talked about the mental health or the mental illness, it has helped someone, or you have talked about it with someone, or you have emailed us. That would be the most satisfying thing to me, because I'm not just doing this for fun, but I'm really here to help each other, to build each other, to be better, to become better, to be healthy in every way. I'm not saying I'm good at this, but at least I know I can help. So like I said in the other videos, that anytime I feel I can help, I must help. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, so I should ask you, how are you? So I want to find your answers now down here. You can send it through the email how you are, or if you think it's simple or people can see it, you can answer it in the comments. But like I said, your feedback is very important to this channel, so please don't forget to give us feedback where you think we're not doing it right, or where we should do right. Just that. So thank you once again for subscribing, for sharing, for giving it a thumbs up. It's really amazing. Thank you for the love. Now today we'll talk about what I would call it isolation. The other day I was asking the Holy Spirit that what really happens for someone to go into mental illness. So the Holy Spirit told me it all goes down to isolation. And after some readings, I think that's what I really found out, that anytime someone goes into mental illness, it's because that person is maybe lonely. So this is what happens. You are going through something, you do not want to talk about it. What happens is you isolate yourself, you withdraw from the society. Or let me first answer the part of isolation. What is isolation? Isolation is as simple as you separating yourself from the things that you should be in contact with. You should be in contact with people, you withdraw yourself, or you separate yourself from them. You should be in contact with a certain group or things like those. You decide to separate yourself from, or segregate yourself from them, or from the things that you're supposed to be in contact with. That's isolation. So one thing that the Holy Spirit was teaching me was that every time when the devil wants to attack you, what does he do? He isolates you. He makes sure you are alone, or you feel lonely. He makes you think that there's no one else who can help you. He makes you think there's no one who will listen to you. He makes sure you feel just alone in that situation. Or maybe I'm the only one who doesn't have a boyfriend. I'm the only one who's not getting married. I'm the only one who doesn't have a job. I'm the only one who doesn't have a car. All my friends have this. All my friends have that. All my sister has this. Or maybe I'm the only one who is sick. Or maybe I'm the only one who is going through this. Or maybe I'm the only one who has been withdrawn from school, from college. Or maybe I'm the only one who is going through this addiction. But like I said, we all going through things. It's either you have come out of a certain situation, or you are going in a certain situation. You are going inside a certain situation. Nobody has it all together. But then the devil makes you think that you are the only person who is going through that. And when you are going through, when you are thinking about those things, you slowly withdraw from people. You start isolating yourself. You start becoming lonely. So the more you become lonely, the more the voices in your head becomes more loud. The more whatever you're thinking starts giving you these ideas. So you know what? Maybe you should just kill yourself. Or maybe just start drinking. Or maybe just start smoking. Or maybe just start going out with a lot of girls, a lot of men, or all those things you would think about. Just because you have those thoughts in your head that no one else. But in the first place, if you tried to share those things, you would have been better. You would have found out that actually you're not the only one who doesn't have a job. Or maybe you're not the only one who is failing to have a baby. Maybe you're not the only one who is having issues with your husband or your wife. And actually there's this African verb that says, a problem half shared, a problem shared is half solved. So it's not really like the whole problem will be solved. But the moment you share it, you're not carrying that thing alone anymore. You are now carrying it with someone, and the other person will tell you maybe something that you didn't know. They'll be like, oh, do you know that person? He was going through the same thing. The same thing that you're going through, but they did this, they did that. So the first thing that happens with these issues of mental illness is when the devil tries to isolate you, when he tries to make you a loner. And when you are lonely, you start thinking about a lot of things, a lot of bad things, a lot of options in your head. You're not even sharing it. So this video is, this discussion today is just to tell you that for you, the first thing for you to get out of that jungle of voices in your head, of whatever you're going through, please share whatever you're going through. You can share it with your pastor, you can share it with your teacher, your lecturer, you can share it with your parents, you can share it with your siblings, you can share it with your best friend or a therapist or any spiritual figure, anyone who you trust. Talk about it. Talk about it. Don't hide it. Don't go through that thing alone. The devil only attacks you when he thinks you are alone in that thing. But when you try to share them, you share. You solve the problem. They will give you ways of how to go through that. Or maybe the therapist will give you a prescription of certain medication to guard from the depression, from the anxiety, and all that. So this video was really short, and I believe you have gotten something out of this video. Don't go through these things alone. Share. Don't isolate yourself. I remember this other girl, she was really, I was listening to this other YouTuber, and he was talking, she was talking about how the only way she went into mental illness is when she was going through things alone. She thought everyone didn't care. She thought her dad did not care. She thought her school did not care. She thought everyone didn't care. But when she went to meet her therapist, the therapist said, no, you're not talking to people. And the moment she started talking to people, that's when she found out she was okay. So please talk to someone. So like always, here is the helpline email that you can, if you think you do not have anyone you can trust, we are here. We are trustworthy, I believe so. We are trustworthy. We can help you go through whatever you're going through. Anything. Don't go through that things alone, because hey, you are not alone. Thank you once again for watching, for subscribing, for sharing, for commenting. I will be so happy to see you next time. Next week, that is. So we'll be finishing up this topic next week. Until next time, it's your girl here, Chumwe. I love you so much. Mwah.